New at 5, when 5 water main breaks happen in less than 24 hours on a road in Greece, the geyser of water threw thousands of rocks on top of a house and cars. We showed you that damage last night.
And of course, we're staying on top of that story today. Chief investigative reporter Berkeley Breen found town codes and court decisions that say the repair costs fall back on the homeowner and his or her insurance. Berkeley is back in Greece where those water mains broke.
The Monroe County Water Authority is back here now, picking up all the rocks and stones that fell onto the property. When the water main break happened and the water blew up into the air, it threw up all kinds of rocks and stones that landed on a house and on 3 cars, and this is the damage that happened.
This is one of my vehicles with a broken rear hatch.
Ashley McCullough recorded the damage to her cars and house on Straub Road. This is the water that dumped all of the rocks onto the windshields.
That's what our whole life is surrounded by, is our cars. So the fact that those got damaged and, may even be totaled is just very upsetting.
For 2 of the cars, Ashley pins the damage at $5,600. A third one was damaged too. But in cases like this, the cost almost always falls back onto the homeowner. Local laws called Notice of Prior Defect and court decisions say government entities like the town of Greece and the County Water Authority are not on the hook to pay. That's what Diane Goen learned when a water main break happened in front of her home in Greece about 25 years ago. And how bad was the damage from that break?
Well, it was right in front of our home, and it was 35 feet deep.
Holy cow. Goen says the damage inside and outside her home was $8,000. What explanation did you get that they weren't responsible for paying for the damage?
The water authority said we didn't give a written notification that we had old water mains.
What did you think when you learned that the town and the water authority weren't responsible for the damage?
I flipped out. I flipped out. Our washer, our dryer, that had to be replaced.
Coming up tonight at 6, you're going to hear from the recently retired lawyer for the city of Rochester. She's had to deal with these kinds of issues. She's had to deny people's claims, and she's going to explain why these rules exist to protect the taxpayers. In Greece, Berkeley Breen, News 10, NBC.
Very interesting. Well, the Water Authority says if people file a claim, they review each one and pass it on to its insurance company. 4 years ago, the authority was sued by an insurance company over the cost of damages from a water main break in Fairport. That case settled in 2023.